Is week one a chance to build Jimmy Garoppolo's confidence?
So I think we're in agreement here, Grant, that the best recipe to ensure a victory Sunday is dominate on defense, run the hell out of the ball, and minimize Jimmy. I mean, I'm not trying to disparage our quarterback when saying that. I think
It's
that
always the
that's
easiest
just,
way to win in
yeah,
football.
that's
If you
the
don't
most
have to throw that
conservative
much,
approach.
it's
That's
always
right.
yeah, yeah, yes,
Yeah, to me, that's
yes,
old school football. That's
always.
Shanahan
Hmm.
football. That's what he wants to do in an ideal setting on any Sunday, regardless of who his quarterback is. If he can win that way, he wants to win that way because that's a physically imposing way to beat teams.
Also,
You
Harbaugh
just
was that way
dominate them.
too, and it's the way the Niners did it in the NFC Championship game against the Packers. The only thing I would disagree with you is sometimes Shanahan just loses it and decides to go pass first, and I don't understand it. It's what happened in the Super Bowl, but that's okay. Let's keep going.
I choose to ignore those moments in time.
Yeah, yes.
I think I've blocked out the memory in Miami. I don't even remember being there. I remember smoking some fine cigars, but that's
Whew.
about it. Everything else I've just blocked out.
At least you remembered the good part.
That's right. That's right.
Nice.
Ouch.
All right.
Yeah. So it is the best course of action to minimize Jimmy. But what I'm wondering here is that was a mistake in Minnesota last in 2019 in the playoffs, in my humble opinion. I know that we dominated that game, but Coach Shanahan, had every opportunity to just give Jimmy a few decent throws to build the confidence, to get him to a point where he would have been a little more prepared to step up in the Super Bowl, to eliminate the narrative of take it out of Jimmy's hands. We don't trust Jimmy. It would have been nice to build his confidence, and I think we have the opportunity to do that this Sunday, and I think it's necessary.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's an interesting way to look at it. That they should have gave him more throws in Minnesota. I'm I'm on the other side. Like definitely they definitely needed to take that the ball out of his hands in that game because he was trying to give it to Eric Kendricks or all those linebackers.
Yeah.
And in the Super Bowl, they never should have let him. I mean, what in the fourth quarter? You just keep giving the ball to Debo and Mostert. Debo, Mostert, Debo. Oh, Mostert. Oh, Debo. That's how it should have went.
Yeah.
And it didn't go down that way. Um, I'm so upset about it. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. What are we? So no, okay, like building up Jimmy Garoppolo's confidence, as if he could improve, as if there's this upper echelon of Jimmy that he's going to attain. I don't trust Jimmy, and I know some people do, and maybe it's because I watched training camp, and maybe training camp doesn't matter. But to me, watching this dude just throw the daily interception, and then watching him go down and play the Chargers and have the Chargers like really like laughing on the sideline, and then watching him, he was good against the Raiders backups, but against the Chargers backups in the game, those were all backups. He looked jittery. I just feel like if he is going to hit some type of a stride and regain the form he found in 2019, I'm skeptical that it'll be week one, even if it is the Lions, just because. I mean, maybe he's played really well in practice the last 2 weeks because it's been shut down to the media. I don't know. Maybe he's just been lights out, but I would be, if he has, then go for it, Niners. But if not, don't expect him to just flip some switch because it's Detroit. I mean, you saw him against some backups. You know what he can do. I mean, he does not discriminate. If it's a linebacker and he's 5 yards in front of him, he's like, ooh, I like that. That's a nice.
I
I'm just
got
saying.
you.
You, Kyle, you've been in practice. You tell me, how's he looked the last 2 weeks? Honestly, I don't know, but I'd be scared. I would be scared.
Those are all very fair points, Grant. Very
I'm
fair. But
conservative though.
what
Very
I hear
conservative.
you say there with Jittery Jimmy, which is great nickname, great
Thanks.
alliteration there. Jittery Jimmy, that sounds like a confidence issue to me. And that sounds like something that, granted, you may be correct about the idea that there's no
Definitely a confidence
next
issue.
level.
Yeah.
There may not be like super Jimmy, but I think there could be confident Jimmy
Mega
as
Jimmy.
opposed to Jittery Jimmy.
Yeah.
So
Confident
of
Jimmy.
just a few short passes, the gimme throws that can inspire confidence. Because unless Coach Shanahan has decided that he's willing to put the rookie in, which to this point he has decidedly said he is not, then I think we need to build Jimmy's confidence because we're going to need him in weeks 3, 4, and 5. That's brutal. We are going to need confident Jimmy at that point.
I'd love to see that. I haven't seen. Here's the thing. It so throws me off. Like he plays and he'll be on the practice field and he'll throw these picks to linebackers and He'll have the Chargers like, going crazy on the sideline, just going crazy. And then after practice, he comes back and he's like, "Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? How you doing?" And you're like, "Well, what happened? Like, what'd you think about your day?" "Oh, just trying to get on the same page, working some things out, having a great time." Like, really? It's just always so pleased with everything. It's amazing to me. And maybe I read into it too much, but to me, it's a guy that just doesn't take it super seriously. And maybe that's a good thing. I just grew up on Steve Young and Jeff Garcia, and these guys, I have a feeling if they didn't go like 25 for 25 in the practice, they'd be freaking pissed that they were 24 for 25. And Jimmy's over here like 12 for 21 with a pick and a half. And he's like, "Oh, it's just a great day in August, having a nice time, making $27 million. It's like life is so grand. It's just grand for Jimmy. I wish he would not be so pleased all the time. Like, yeah, dude, you're super good looking and rich. And why should you complain? But like everyone wanted you to be great. And you're over here being like, hey, being mediocre ain't so bad. It's not so bad. You get paid a lot. And they just keep, I don't know, man. Come on, Jimmy. Come on. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how I got here, but I started.
First of all, phenomenal falsettos there. I mean, just great. I can't really dispute it. I mean, Jimmy is what Jimmy is at this point. And I think you're right that Jeff Garcia and Steve Young were through and through perfectionists.
Yes.
They were self-critical. They were, I want to be perfect.
Yes.
I want to excel at this game. And I don't get that sense from Jimmy. I do get the sense that he's pretty pleased with himself most of the time. And he should be. He's succeeding in life. Like
I would be too.
No question.
I live in a one-bedroom apartment. I have a Kia Stinger. I'm very impressed with myself. He's on a whole different stratosphere. I get it, dude. I do. I really freaking. And he's 3 years younger than me. I mean, dude.
Wow.
I get it. But
that's a trip when you think about the fact that he's 3 years younger. I don't even want to say how much younger he is than I am.
He kind of got that he's very gray.
Yes.
You could almost step back and think that he's 39 or something. But no, he's 29.
He looks like he's George Clooney's age.
He does.
Yeah.
He looks like he's in Ocean's 11.
Yeah. Yes.
Like he's about to make something like some really witty quip, to Brad Pitt as Brad Pitt's eating an apple or something.
Phenomenal.
Okay, what were we talking about? Jimmy Garoppolo and his confidence? No, he's not lacking confidence in life. He's the most confident person I've ever seen. He could throw 8 interceptions in a day, come back and be like, "I'm just working out. Just getting on the same page, man. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, Jimmy."
Just trying some things.
Oh, that's what practice is for. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, definitely put the game in Jimmy's hands, see what happens. I think it'd be great for drama. In the interest of drama and maybe comedy, I think do it. Definitely do it. I'm sorry, I'm negative. If it works out, it's brilliant.
There's no question that would be the dramatic way to approach the game on Sunday, because it would be a little boring to dominate on defense, run the ball, and just crush them. I mean, exciting, boring, but boring nonetheless. Not going to be a close game in that regard. You put the ball in Jimmy's hands, we might have a nail biter, my friend.
Here's the thing. Hold on. Let's be serious. If you put the game in Jimmy's hands and do it what does that mean? If you do what Dallas did and throw the ball 80% of the time, you're also putting the game in Daniel Brunskill's hands and Mike McGlinchey's hands. It's you're going to lose. But what you could do, there are ways to build Jimmy's confidence. You're a run-first team. You want to run more than you throw. You should always be looking to run more than you throw. But you could definitely find shots for Jimmy to hit some big throws, not just dinks and dunks, but give him a couple of throws down the field for him to hit and build his confidence, because he's still, to me, not over missing that throw in the Super Bowl. What's the last big throw he's hit since he missed out?
I can't even think of it. If he's not over it, we're not over it, right?
So give him some opportunities to hit some shots, but on 1st and 10 on a play action rollout, when he's winning, it's like some low leverage, low pressure situation.
Yeah, and that's what I mean in this scenario as well, is it not open it up and just throw the ball, all over the field. I'm talking short passes to get the completion percentage up, and the occasional play action deep ball once you've sucked up the linebackers to try and give him that shot.
I'm with that. But if they have, I would rather have 20 throws than 35. And I'm sure it'll be somewhere in between. but I would
I
err
would
on
think.
the 20 side of the spectrum because you don't need this is the same logic they use in the NFC Championship game. Well, why would we throw if we don't have to? Exactly. That should be every week with you guys. Exactly.
I'd
Nothing
like to
against
see
Jimmy, although
I'd like to see something in the neighborhood of 25 to 30 throws, but I'd like to see the vast majority of those throws happen while we're already in a comfortable lead at that point. That would be my ideal.
you want to throw with the lead. Hey, you and Kyle have a lot in common, man.
Yeah,
You guys
we go big. But this is with a purpose. This isn't the Super Bowl where it's you just need to
Right.
win this one game. This is setting up the whole season. This is with an intention. This is not just to show off in one game, which I think is the problem with what we did in the Super Bowl.
part of me wants Kyle to lose week 1 because it would just be a bonanza for me. But the other thing is like, dude, the season fell apart week 2 last season, Kyle. Like, can we
Right.
get just that wasn't good for business. Can we
No.
create a little drama? I mean, if it's gonna fall apart, could it fall apart way later? And you know, if they could you go to the playoff? Playoffs are good. Playoffs are better than not playoffs. I'm just saying, playoff.